Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Scamfish presented by socialcatfish.com. Today we are going to be helping a woman named Gina from Arizona. She's been dating a man online and wants us to figure out why this man won't meet her in person. We really do appreciate all the support, so please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
My name is Gina Morgan, and 2 years ago I met this guy named James Frank. Hit me up on Instagram, commented about my dog, and we hit it off right away. He asked me for help financially to get him home. I sent him about $5,000.
Gina did everything she could to get this guy home from his deployment in the Middle East. She sent James money for a plane ticket and hotel fees to come see her so they could start their life together.
He texted me that he was at the hotel and that he would drive up from Phoenix to Bullhead in the morning and meet me for breakfast.
After sending all this money, James stopped replying and Gina was contacted by an account claiming to be a friend of James.
And then I got a text from this guy named Marcus saying that James is fine, something's happened, that he's in jail, and I didn't get anything more from him.
After James was thrown in jail, another Instagram account got in contact with Gina. He was using the same photos and claimed that his name was Alan Frank.
That person communicated with me and was really rude and was asking me for a bunch of stuff like Google Play cards, money.
This is bizarre. Now we have two different profiles using the same photos with different names. Gina thought for sure one of them had to be the real man, so she started to question both of the profiles.
I confronted him about, what the hell is this? Why are you under this name? Why do you have these pictures when I know you're not the person I know who you are? And he said, yes, I am, blah, blah, blah. I feel that the second guy was different because the way he was talking to me.
After talking to Alan Frank for months, James Frank came back into the picture.
When James came back into my life on Valentine's Day, I knew it was him because of the way he was talking to me. Yesterday, he sent me a message at 6 o'clock saying he loves me. He wants me to forgive him. And I can't do that no more.
At this point, Gina was confused, but she was madly in love with James Frank. Alan Frank continued to write her, and that's when she reached out to us.
I've sacrificed so much for him. So much. I'm reaching out to Social Catfish to help me come down with the truth. Why he takes my money and makes promises to me and gives me false hope, and then it's time to come to me, he doesn't. I live out of hotels because I sent him money that I didn't have just to have a life with him.
After receiving this video from Gina, our search specialist Lenny scoured the internet. She started with Marcus. A scammer will make a main profile that is supposed to be the person you are supposedly dating. Then, that same scammer will create other fake profiles and pretend to be that main person's family members and friends.
So we had an Instagram profile for Alan Frank. We had one for James Frank. We were looking for another profile and we found a third, and we were able to find the man who owns the photo, the real guy.
After weeks of research, it was time for David to break the news to Gina.
We've been digging into this, Gina, and so you had sent us a bunch of information, pictures, all sorts of information about this person, and we dug into this. We've spent the last few weeks doing research, kind of tying up loose ends and looking up public information. And what we found out, so there were two gentlemen that you sent us pictures for, and both those two gentlemen, they're real people, but the images and the profiles that you had sent us are not real people at all. And so the guy that you're talking to, he's stolen these pictures from somebody else. And here's how we know this. When we ran a bunch of images, we got hits all over the internet. And so we were trying to tie a lot of loose ends, and we ended up finding friends that tagged the real profile. This girl was tagging him in pictures with family, they looked like to be family members. And so we're like, okay, of all the profiles we looked at, this one seems the most legit because the other profiles are either newer or don't have a lot of pictures, or the pictures were posted after the pictures that we found on these profiles. So this profile that we found on Instagram, the pictures were posted before the pictures on the other accounts. So they came out before that. And this person was tagged in pictures by another girl. And so we actually reached out to the girl to see if she knew him, because we had reached out to this guy a half dozen times and never got an answer back. And she knows him, she's a close friend of his, and they hang out, and she acknowledged that she knows he has his images stolen. And so now that we knew that, basically we went back and we looked up public records, right? Just to make sure that, you know, somebody was telling us the truth, nobody's lying to us. And so we took the name, first and last name, location, and we actually tried to find the real person through public records, and we found a hit. And this hit led us back to the social accounts that we found this profile. And these are not the same social accounts that you gave us. He finally responded back to us, and he told us that he wants nothing to do with this because of his occupation. And he said that he unfortunately doesn't know who you are, and he's never talked to you. And so the guy that you're talking to has stolen his pictures and is pretending to be him to steal money from you.
And he says he doesn't know me.
He said he's never spoken to you and he doesn't know you, unfortunately. So there's a thing called a romance scam. And basically the way it works, they typically target military members. And what they do is they meet people like you, they fall in love right away, and they give them some sort of excuse that they need money to get home, they need money for food, they need money for medical bills. There's all these different things that show up. And then the day that they're supposed to come and visit you, they either ghost you or they don't show up for some reason, something happens. And it won't stop, Gina. Like it's not gonna stop. If you keep talking to this guy, he's gonna do the same thing over and over and over and over with you. What have you given up for this person?
Everything.
Where did you get that money from?
My taxes, my stimulus.
You know, you have to cut things off no matter what. No matter what excuse he gives you, no matter what he tells you, because he's just poison. He's trying to take everything he can from you.
Yeah, I don't have much left.
What we'll do, we'll take a look, we'll dig in, we'll see if he'll get on the phone with us, and then we'll also see if we can track down his location. But Drew will be in contact with you, okay?
All right.
You have a good day. Take care of yourself, please, okay?
Bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Are you unsure if the person that you've been talking to online is real or fake? Maybe you've been trying to get a family member or friend come to terms and you have a story you'd like to share about a romance scam. If this is you, email us at sharemystory@socialcatfish.com. By allowing our audience to hear about your experiences, you can educate them on what you went through, the signs that you witnessed. Education really is the best way to prevent these scams. Your story could be the reason that thousands of these scams are prevented.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish. See you guys next time.